Episode 5 of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 3 opens in a way that's both surprising and, honestly, a little frustrating. Last week's episode built up what looked like a season-long rescue arc. Daryl and Carol heading into dangerous territory to save Roberto after he stole a truck to find Justina. You'd think this would be the driving storyline for the rest of the season. But instead, they find Roberto in under 2 minutes. Literally. He's hanging off a bridge, surrounded by walkers, and before the opening credits roll, Daryl and Carol have already saved him. It's over almost as soon as it starts. And that really captures the problem with this season. It keeps starting stories that go nowhere. Every time a new character or setting is introduced, the show either rushes through it or abandons it entirely. Stephen Merchant's character, for example, was an incredible addition. Witty, menacing, and a fresh presence. And post-apocalyptic London? That was such an exciting setting to explore. But both of those elements were gone after just one episode. The same thing happened with Carol's supposed abduction. What should have been a big twist turned out to be a misunderstanding. The writers clearly have great ideas, but they never seem willing to slow down and really live in them. Once the group returns safely to Solaz, Daryl and Carol split up again, which is another huge missed opportunity. The chemistry between Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride has always been the backbone of the Walking Dead universe. When Carol joined Daryl in France last season, the show immediately found its rhythm again. It felt alive, like the spin-off finally had a purpose. But here in Season 3, the writers just keep separating them. While Carol's busy bonding with the townsfolk and even sparking a bit of romance with Antonio, Daryl is out on his own investigating shady goings-on in the town and scavenging for boat parts. The one thing this episode nails is the action. Daryl's motorcycle chase across the desert looks phenomenal. Easily one of the best directed sequences in the series so far. There's this Mad Max energy to it. A gritty, sun-baked wasteland filled with danger at every turn. When Daryl crosses paths with a gang of bandoleros on a train being pulled by walkers. Yes, you heard that right. It's a wild, thrilling sequence that shows how inventive the show can still be when it leans into its weirdness. There's even a jousting match between two bikers with shotguns. It's absurd, but it works. After the chaos, Daryl ends up stranded in the desert, stumbling upon a small village where the people's water supply has been stolen by those same train robbers. Naturally, they ask Daryl for help, and suddenly the episode starts to feel like Daryl Dixon, Beyond Thunderdome or a post-apocalyptic Seven Samurai. It's an interesting setup that could have been the core of an entire arc. But again, it feels like the show will move on before anything meaningful comes from it. The title Limbo couldn't be more fitting because that's exactly where the show feels right now. It's stuck, full of potential but unable to commit to a single direction. There's so much to love here. The atmosphere, the visuals, the character chemistry, and the action. But the storytelling keeps holding it back. With only 2 episodes left this season, there's still a chance for Daryl Dixon to pull everything together and deliver a strong finish. But it's going to take a lot to make up for the uneven pacing and all these half-finished threads. What did you think of Episode 5? Are you enjoying these standalone adventures? Or do you wish the story would slow down and focus more on Daryl and Carol's dynamic? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're feeling about where the season's headed.